and welcome to Polymer Clay TV. Just a real quick announcement. This Sunday we are opening up registration for the 2016 Polymer Clay Adventure Virtual Retreat, which is so exciting. And it's being presented by the makers of Sculpey, which are Polyform, which is even more exciting. So I just wanted to share that with you. Head over to adventureartretreats.com and get on the list because you want to be one of the first to know about this because we have early bird specials going on. So definitely get on the list and get ready for Sunday when everything goes on sale. But this week, you can watch the video that shows all the teachers and you can go visit them on Facebook. They're all giving away one free ticket. And they'll choose winners on Saturday. We'll announce it on Sunday in our newsletter. And then on Sunday it'll go on sale. So definitely check that out. It's a fabulous lineup. You're going to love it. We have 24 teachers. Lots of live events will be going on. It's in our brand new classroom that's state-of-the-art and fabulous. You're going to love it. So anyways, check that out at adventureartretreats.com. Get on the list and visit all the teachers for a chance to win it before you can even buy it. So let's get started with our project today. I have a fun one for you. This is a jack-o'-lantern mold. These are our stencils. And obviously, Halloween is the theme today. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about this mold because it's different from some of our other molds. It has cutouts. I don't know how well you can see that, but the silicone is coming through in different parts. So traditionally, I would shave the entire clay off like this to get any extras off, you know, like normally you would do with a mold, or that's how I do it. But then you have, on this particular mold, if you want these places to show through, you also have to clear the clay from the eyes, the nose, and the mouth in this instance. So you can do that with your blade. You can use a knitting needle to kind of move it around and find those areas. And the reason why I do it this way is because I can do something extra fun if I do it this way. And that's place some clay over the mold and then take the mold and demold it right onto that clay. So I'm just going to give it a little push and then I'm going to start to peel it back. You want to do this slow because you don't want to distort anything. And you don't want your clay to get stuck. And there you have it. So how cool is that? So by doing this, by leaving these openings, now you create yourself a well that you can do anything you want to. You could add some liquid clay in there. Sculpey now has liquid silver and liquid gold, which would look fabulous in there. So that's a whole nother dimension you could add. You could add resin in between there. You could add some glitter. Anything you want can now go into these little wells because you almost have like a bezel kind of thing where you can add to it. So that's the fun thing about these molds. I really like that other aspect because now you can see right in, or of course you can leave it just as is with whatever the backing color is and you don't have to fill it. So there's lots of options, and at this point I would just go ahead and cut these apart. Or, you know, if you wanted to leave them together, obviously you could do that. But then I would just use my X-Acto knife to just trim around it to the sections I want. And I like to trim around, you know, I take the big parts off first so they're not in my way because I find it easier when I don't have any extra clay encumbering me. And so I just take off most of the big sections. Oops. All right, there's the bull in the china shop there going too fast. So don't try to take it all at once. Okay, so then at this point, obviously, I would just come back and trim it to size. And that's all you would do. Simple, simple, simple. So let's just finish this guy because I think I'm going to use him. And, you know, it's a little hard to show you right here, but, you know, just trim it to the size of the rest of the mold. Until you have it, and then you smooth it any extra with your hand, you know, or a knitting needle. You can run that along it. You can hold it in your hand like so and follow the contour. whatever works for you and that you feel the most comfortable with. I like to be able to pick it up and manipulate it and move it around so that I can get a good angle on it. So I'm just shaving off the extra. And you want to be careful, you don't want to distort it as you do this, obviously. And so just go slowly until you have the outline done. And so once I have that, I'm going to set that aside and we're going to work on the other piece of this puzzle here that we're working on today, which is our silk screen. And these are the Happy Fall silk screens that we've got. And I had made these for another project and I had them left over and I'm thinking, okay, well, you know what? Now I can make one more Halloween decoration and, add to it. So if you have extra, things laying around and you want to still use them, you could add it to this project. So there I have that. And then, I could simply use a knitting needle to kind of roll it over it to smooth out the edges. That's what I like to do. It just helps get the edges smooth and more crisp. And this orange is such a pretty color. I'm calling it orange, but it's Sunset Pearl. It's one of the new colors from Sculpey, and I love it. And it's my favorite now. I think I just ordered 10 bars of it because I like it that much. Now, you could also add some acrylic paint if you want to give this more of a spooky feel. You can add a little acrylic paint and then wipe it off. Whatever you want to do is totally up to you. So that's how you would do the pumpkin. So now I'm going to use, this is again is my silk screen that I've pre-printed onto a dark blue color. And then I have these fancy frill cutters which are like flames. So I thought, oh, that would be kind of cool, for Halloween, little flames. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up. Now you want to make sure your flames are going the right way. I want my flames to come out and up. So in order to get the flames coming out, I would need to go, I need to go this way. So I want to butt that right up against my design, and then I want to give it a nice push because I'm wanting this to cut the clay away. And so that's what it does. So the extra that's left over is really cool too, so you can find ways to use that. And so again, I want to get the flame to come away from my project, and so I'm going to go this way. Again, oops. And I want to butt that up against my clay. Make sure it's in the right place, and then give it a little push to cut it. Pull away the extra. And you can save those, like I said, because you can do fun things with them. And so again, just going to go down here and butt that up. Give it a push, cut the clay. Pull away any extras. And then one last time to this side. And I can't really see what I'm doing, but it should work. There you go. How cool is that? Super simple, super easy, and super cool looking. I mean, pick it up so you can see. You don't need the cat hair in there. But there you have that. And that's just a fun way that you can add to it and make a really cool wall hanging. So then I was thinking, okay, well, there's some pumpkins there, and I can add to it with this. And I was thinking, okay, well, then I can hang it, maybe by poking a hole right here. Or this could even be an oversized magnet. I mean, it's really, there's so many possibilities you can do with this. Let's see, let me pick this up again. I like to run my blade under when I'm working because that helps it from distorting. I really like the way that looks. And on the corners here, if you find that they're not to your liking, use your fingers to get it to your liking. That looks really cute. So I could then come back and add another piece of clay to it, to even embellish it more. But I really like the way that looks, so I think I'm going to stick with that. We could back this on a piece of black clay to make it even more so. Let's try that and see what that looks like. I think it'll look really cool. So I have about a half a bar of black clay here that I'm conditioning. And I'm going to just run this through my pasta machine a couple times here to get it going. On the thickest setting is where I usually start. And that, you know, that'll get it flattened for you. Oops, get off there, clay. And so this I'm just doing because right now it's a little small to make a wall hanging. So I thought, well, you know, what if we do it, make something bigger going on the back, and then it could be a really nice wall hanging, you know, that's a little bigger. So let's do that. Now I'm going through on the third thickest setting, so I've made something that's bigger than what I have there. Okay, so now I'm gonna place this on top of here. And I don't need so much my pumpkin to be there. I just need a place to hang it, because as I looked at it, I wasn't thrilled with how it would hang, because this is off-centered and whatnot. So I'm going to do this, add this to the back so that now I can hang it better. And you could have, once again, you know, cut flames out or add another cutter along the edge, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to kind of just butt it to the end of my flames like so. On here as well. And this, number one, gives it a little more stability so that it's not going to easily break. And I kind of envision this as being like something that you could put on a door handle. You know, something, you know, when you enter the room, it's just fun and festive, and you know, so that would be really nice. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add my holes up here, because now I have something that, you know, has a little extra for where I can poke holes, rather than trying to get it in the right spot where it looks right. This makes it easier. Now you want to come in a little bit so that you have enough room that it's not going to break. You don't want to be right on the edge, because you can easily break the clay if you do that. And you don't want to break your clay. Now, I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to come back on the other side to make those holes complete. You don't have to worry too much about the back side, because that's going to be up against the door and nobody will see it anyways. But if you wanted to make it nicer, obviously you could. Now, let me just move this away. And there you have that. And if you wanted to add something like Happy Halloween or Happy Fall or Happy Harvest or whatever you want, you could even do that. You could even add a little plaque on there that said that. But I like the way that really looks. I think it came out cute. I will add a little string to it, you know, something to hang it on my door handle, and I'll take a picture and include that so that you can see that as well. So really, it's just a neat way to use a mold differently, rather than shoving the whole clay in like so, and then, you know, just cutting it off so that it's flush. This way now you're getting depth into the mold, because you're cutting away the pieces of the raised part that makes the face of the jack-o'-lantern. Easy to do, super fun. You can get some really cute looks. You could even come back and add some powdered pigments on here to dress it up. You could add, if you want a little bling, if you like bling, you could put little crystals on it. Anything you want to do, you can do, really. So just have fun with it. And these molds and silk screens are in our shop at polymerclaytv.com if you want to check them out. And don't forget to subscribe, because every week we have a different tutorial to share with you. And hopefully we'll see you at Polymer Clay Adventure for the 2016 year. The 2015 is still going strong, and if you want to sign up, you can still do that until December 31st, 2015. After that, it will not be sold anymore, so if you want to take advantage of all these wonderful courses that are in the 2015, you still can do that till December 31st. So thanks again for joining me, and I hope to see you next time.